I'm sorry, I clicked off. I didn't mean to click off. But maybe that's what it's supposed to be. I went to turn off my music and I accidentally set a pause. Anyway, I'm here. I'm not going to leave you hanging like that. I'm not going to leave you hanging like that. But we was talking about, because Gemini's was coming up. It's been coming up predominantly, and especially within the past few days, couple of days, Gemini. May have been before in the background, but now it's really coming up, Gemini. And Gemini, it's like the Scorpios, it's time like with water signs, all my other signs, it's time for us to connect together in our energy. I don't know if it's on the 400 hertz or whatever it is, but it's like we need to connect to the energy because it's some Geminis out there that needs our healing. Hmm. And the Gemini invites us to look again, to look again, to go back and see the hidden jewel and perception, duality, and reflection. The lesson begins here. Mastery is not always the final step. Sometimes mastery is required before completion can safely arrive. To understand why mastery matters before completion, we move into Genesis 4 and the story of Cain and Abel. And this where I, put on my ministry hat here. Because we explore everything, don't we, Scorpios? Genesis 4. Genesis 4. Some of you may be listening to this and something about Genesis 4. Maybe you reading the scripture or something like that. I don't know. You're preparing for your ministry or something led you to Genesis 4. Or maybe this message will lead you to Genesis 4. But Genesis 4 connects to Cain, Abel, and the lesson of mastery. The second rabbit path moves through Genesis 4 and teaches spiritual knowledge through experiences of soul, and the solex. What we grow from, what we carry within, and where our feet are walking. Zigzag, zigzag. Now let's talk about a grandchild. We're talking about grandchildren. See how and if we stay in one too long, how it's like zzz, and we can't come up for the next zzz, instead of us staying, like going down too far, too long, because we're not going to know everything. It's about we know a lot, but we don't know it, but we don't know. Like we know a lot, but we don't know. We really don't know. But it's something dealing with a grandchild a grandchild, because I'm receiving grandchild energy. And this connects this teaching to inheritance, legacy, the North Star, and Empress the Third. It asks, the Empress the Third. It asks what is being passed forward through the bloodline, through the spirit, and through the choices we make after pain. Genesis 4 brings forward Cain and Abel, the children of Adam and Eve. Abel kept flocks, while Cain worked the soil and produced fruit. Abel brought the fat portions from the firstborn of his flock, and the Lord looked with favor on Abel's offering. Cain's offering was not received the same way, and Cain became angry. His face was downcast. That phrase can be read in different ways. Was he hanging his head in sorrow? Or was he being seen negatively by other people? This is where the teaching invites reflection. When a face is downcast, is it grief? Is it shame? Is it rejection, Gemini? Or the beginning of resentment? The answer matters because what remains unexamined can become the doorway through which lower energies enter. Hmm. Gemini, where have you mistaken rejection for instruction? Hmm. Hmm. I'm a little stern with this here, this message. That's why I'm going to say it one more time, because I want you to take this very seriously. Where have you mistaken rejection for instruction? Where have you allowed disappointment to turn into resentment instead of refinement? Hmm. The Lord asked Cain why he was angry and why his face was downcast. The message was clear. If Cain did what was right, he will be accepted. But if he did not do what was right, sin was crouching at his door, desiring him. And Gemini, you had to master it. This needs to be mastered. Or are you mastering it now? This is the heart of the lesson. This is the heart of the lesson. Because I feel it. Cain was not only being warned about an action, he was being warned about energy that wanted access to him. Anger, ego, pride, humiliation, and low vibration, and this low vibration was crouching at the threshold. Cain's tragedy was not that he felt pain. His tragedy was that he did not master the pain before it mastered him. Gemini, Scorpios, come on, let's help Gemini. Send that energy to Gemini. Send that loving, healing, protection, supported energy to Gemini. Gemini, while they're sending this energy, is something about the letter ING added to a word. Are you moving? Do you feel? Does something feel suffocating? Are you traveling? There's something about the ING that makes a move, an action powerful. Because ING represents movement, action, and becoming. To want love is different from being loving. Wanting healing is different from healing. To want change is different from changing. The lesson is not only to desire the higher path, but to become the movement that carries us there. Wanting is the doorway. Becoming is the walk through it. When Abel's blood cried out from the ground, the teaching moved from personal conflict into spiritual consequences. The ground had received violence, and now the soul itself bore witness. Cain became disconnected from the place that once produced for him. This image shows what happens when a person loses harmony with the very ground beneath them. The life force, the code, the blood, and the frequency all matter. Some energy can only enter when the door is open. Others cannot reach a person who remains centered, guarded, and aligned. Cain feared that his punishment was more than he could bear. Yet even after judgment, protection was placed over him. 444, Art 40, protection, support, strong foundation, Uriel. Uriel, even after judgment, placed protection over him. The mark of Cain is therefore complex. It speaks of consequence, but also mercy. If you see in my video, I was talking about grace and mercy. Grace and mercy, grace and mercy, grace and mercy. Mercy. Mercy was also there. Not only Uriel for protection, support, and strong foundation, but mercy was there as well. So you never can say you were alone. So consequence, but also mercy. Exile, but also covering. Exposure, but also divine restraint. The number 7 appears as a sign of multiplied response, spiritual order, and completion that has not yet been fully understood. 777. 777 is spiritual wisdom, divine guidance, deeper understanding connected to Venus, Ariel, Scorpio. The number 7 appears as a sign of multiplied response, spiritual order, and completion that has not yet been fully understood. Scorpios. Cain's line continued through Enoch, Ared, Mehujael, Methushael, and Lamech. Even after rapture, lineage continued. The EL pattern within the names points back toward God energy. This is suggesting that divine traces can still appear inside complicated bloodline and unfinished stories. I don't know why they want me to get that out. The EL, which is EL, represents God. You look up EL, it means God. Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, Jophiel. Even after the rapture, lineage continued. Mm. So, my Gemini, that you have divine traces that still appear inside you. Even though the bloodlines are complicated, there's an unfinished story. For some of you, Scorpios, you may have had a Gemini or connection, somebody, a Gemini, through another sign. And their bloodline, your bloodline, was complicated because you both were from different bloodlines that were in the spiritual world. You may have light and dark. So it's like it combined within this Gemini. So both bloodlines make it complicated for them to align this Gemini because they're battling, they're going through their own battle through light and dark. That's why because they're not balanced, sometimes it's easier to fall in the dark and stay there because that is their comfort zone. That is their security. That is their release, their relief. But it's in like the dark way, like the lower energy way. That's why this message is for my Gemini, because of the energy of from the because of our energy. We're lifting you up. We're sending you higher. We're sending energy into your root chakra, so that way you can. It's like the healing progress will begin. Mm. Lamech's zigzag. Lamech's declaration of 77-fold vengeance shows how unmastered pain can multiply through generations. What Cain failed to master became amplified in the line after him. This is why number 7 calls for deeper attention, spiritual wisdom. It calls for deeper attention to spiritual wisdom, deeper attention to divine guidance, deeper attention to deeper understanding. Needs your attention. It is not only a number of completions here, but it also asks whether a cycle is being completed and healing, or repeated through harm. Now from here, the teaching moves from scriptures into symbol, from bloodline into body, and from consequence into healing. So I'll be back. I want this to sit in with you. I just want you to listen. I would love for you to write, if you can, to take some notes. Any points that's made, any questions that's asked. It's like it's your homework to heal you. Because the question is, are you moving forward in your manifestation? Is it something that's going to be completed? I'm going to read just what it said. Because it's like I need to repeat this. It also asks and saying to ask yourself whether a cycle is being completed in healing. So with the cycle that everybody is going through, I said this shift. With the shift that's happening, It's like everybody is on this shift of balance. But the balancing out the scales is, where is your mind? Where is it that you really need to be healed? The root. What frequency are you vibing on? 444-777. Are you ready for completion and your healing? Or are you repeating this completion through harm? That's my main question. I love you. With this message, I send out healing energy. I send out healing energy to the womb, to the root, to the ground, to the earth. That Uriel along with Taurus and Libra will balance out the scale for the completion to begin in the healing process. To be aligned, to be aligned, to see, to see the harmony, the music in you, the tones that are in you. You haven't lost it because it's in you. It's time to heal whatever this is. And it's something about Mother Earth. Mother Earth. It's something in your house or your mother's house. Something that you have that needs to be detached, or I'm seeing like something being ripped, something being torn. I don't need something need to be burnt. You know, it's something that we need to be buried, something to be thrown in the trash. It's something in your home, and it's like something that you would have overlooked so many times. But when you become aligned, you're able to see what's right in front of you. And if you receive bad energy from this piece, thing, picture, photo, maybe it could be even a photo, letter, whatever it is, t-shirt, I don't know, gift, I don't know. But it's something that you need to detach and be disconnected from and cut the cord. Something need to be cut in half, something to, I'm seeing something like a picture. I thought I was about to be off of here. I'm seeing a picture. I'm seeing a picture. And this picture is like, it looks like it's a scroll. It could be a scroll. But I'm seeing a picture. It could be something you can roll down, or something just like roll down like a picture. But I'm seeing like a scroll. That's a picture. And then maybe at an amusement park, or a festival or something like that, where you would get pictures taken. Someone's seeing something like rolled up. But this picture has eyes. And with the picture, that it's like the father's eyes and the son eyes. But it's like the son with the energy of the father, with the bloodline, the connection, something like of the father, the complicated bloodlines of the father. The complicated bloodlines of the father. It's like the child is like, ugh. I'm seeing like even a small child. I hate you. I don't like you. It's like something that irritates them or triggers them about their father. And for some, I'm even seeing, if it's not actual marking, I'm seeing like the Xing out of both the son's eyes. The father's eyes at first, because it's more like intense. Let me show you. made it this far, congratulations, because sometimes I don't want everyone to see. And those that need to see, see. So maybe it'll be a few of you, I don't know, but I just want you to see, because I don't normally share my, my private life like that. I share bits and pieces, but I don't really, but share, like share. So I'm learning to share my story with the Scorpios, water signs, and all the other signs, but share my journey, my travel through the planets, and I want to speak my truth. So not only I want you to hear the truth and feel the truth, I want you to see the truth as well, because I love to show and tell. So this is what I'm seeing. Somebody's birthday, it says happy birthday, but this is the picture here. It says Daddy and Jamal, right? So look at the picture. Oh, shoot. Can you see it? You see? Now, I did not do that. Okay, I did not do that. My son did that. Okay, now, this is deep because I don't usually share my stuff like this, but it needs to start being shown real life, not telling a story or videoing. Oh, look at over here, or this way. It's like by just sharing your real story. You don't need just sharing your real story. Other people prefer the 80-20, prefer to show the story, tell the story, then show it. Sorry, show the story, then tell it. Whichever side you. But anyway, okay. So, because I'm a little nervous, I'm sorry. Not sorry, but this is the first time I did anything like this. So. But yeah. So my son did this to his dad, because this was his, and I found this years ago, whatever, and it's like, and I have a small because some people I go over to Scorpios. Let me talk to you. Sometimes you go over to someone's house and they got the whole family tree on the wall, plus people at the barbecue and all this stuff, whatever. It's like everything is on the wall. All the pictures are on the wall. Something about the pictures are on the wall. For someone, is it Gemini or someone connected or something? So whoever's found this message, is something on your wall, or something that's on your wall that you hung up on your wall or whatnot, but it's something on your wall that needs to be disconnected from. So this is how he sees his dad. This is how he sees his dad. I told you, bloodline complicated, you know. But this is how he see his dad. And that's sad when I found this years ago. It's sad because this is how he sees his dad, because he feel his dad does not see him. And this is just I'm reading I'm reading the photograph. Somebody can read photographs. Somebody can read pictures. Somebody can read pictures very well. Whatever picture you put in front of them, they go down the rabbit hole. They go down the rabbit hole with that Empress. But yeah, it's so he feels that his dad doesn't see him, and because of that, then he doesn't want to see his father, his dad. I'm gonna say father because we're talking about father. He don't want to see his father. It's something that he resents in his father that he doesn't want to see, or that he sees that he feels like his eyes need to be, whatever this is. And as of yet, they still don't have a connection because he doesn't see him. And even if he see him, he will ignore seeing him. Okay. Now, I don't know what the connection is about far as why the connection is severed, um, why he feels like that, why either one feels, whatever they feel. Um, I don't know how deep it goes. So I don't want to go with that because unless they come to me, I go deeper with that. But I only go like from it's a certain law. You can't, unless someone is coming to you, and for assistance, and yes, but you do not. No, because that's his dimension. That's his dimension. So this here is something that I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut this and get rid of this because it's something about this connection that is complicated. And I don't want my son to live through having a complicated energy where the bloodlines that are with the different bloodlines, it needs to be cut. Something about a bloodline needs to be cut, because then after you cut that, you will be released from that energy, and you'll be able to take on your own energy. It's like this: somebody's father's son is being held back because of the bloodline and what is shared with that tie. So it's like symbolically, when you cut the tie and you do whatever you call it. Some may be called to bury the dirt, some may be called to burn it, some may be called just to throw it away. I don't know, it's whatever you're called to do. But whatever you're called to do, follow along with your intuition, your guide, because where you at now, nothing sounds too far perplexed or complicated or anything. It's like you just know. Now I want you to start using your gifts like that, because you are going to break so many generations. And if you're a mother, you connect energy. You connect energy. So you connected the energy first, because your son, you connected the energy first, but your son chose, because of the energy that you're connected, you were connected to, or you are connected to, chose to come down that vessel to go. It's like a game. I'm gonna say it's like a game. I don't know, I'm just seeing like some games, and it's like the slot, like the slot says be a millionaire, but going through the experiences. Well, I don't know what something, or it's something like whatever they want to experience, whatever your son wanted to experience. He chose the vessel that you were connected to. Though these two, but yeah, it's like connected to the bloodlines, connected to for this experience. And it's like a game. Like, okay, I'm putting the coins, the 1 coin or 2 coins, whatever. Put in my coin, and I'm gonna go down this tunnel with this game, because I want to play this experience. And once this experience is up, what do I want to travel through next? It's a game within a game. Within the game. So it's like a tunnel of wide variety. Why do you think these games are coming out so much on TV? And you see more adults playing games, and you see more adult commercials playing video games and this for money and all that stuff, whatever, than kids. You don't even see the kids anymore. They took over the kids. It's like, come on, like, no judgment here. That's just the path you choose. But yeah, so it's something about burning, this, or give you the whole message. It may be on your wall or something, but it's something that makes you feel a certain way, or or something that you see in this picture, or with some, or it don't. If it's a picture or something on a frame, or something that an actual picture, I don't know, like the tea kettle, that type of. I don't know. But whatever it is, this is what's sending this energy that needs to be disconnected. So whether it's you and the father on there, and the son, and or the father and son, as the picture I showed you, or whatever it is, you would know. I'm just giving you examples. This is my example. So whatever you led to do, do it, and you will see, you will feel. You don't want to put a name on it, but it will feel like release, but I don't know the name of it. It's just the feeling of release. So yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so that's the closing message. I don't expect certain things at the end. Like, I think I'm gonna end up here and then I'm over here or whatever. However I'm being led, but I love the energy because it's something for everyone. Something on here for everyone. So I'll see you soon. I think I'm gonna just relax for the rest of the day. Drink my water, make my teas, do my, just a little this, that, the other, whatever I'm being led to do. I'm just today in like a mode of just peace. Peace, natural heat, peace. So, but I got my fans too, but I'm just like, should I turn the AC on? No, whatever. But anyway, but I love you so much. Stay in your light, shine in your light. Gemini, you got this.